Bienvenido a todo un nuevo video de Zenless Zone Zero, capítulo 22. En el anterior capítulo hemos jugado el encargo del agente del número 11. Hemos completado el último que nos faltaba. También he jugado algunos encargos. Y ahora nos vamos a jugar el encargo de agente de Nekomata. Gato, ladrón, ratón, honesto, 1. Siguiente. A pesar de las numerosas alertas por venteval y tormenta eléctrica, Waze te ha pedido que te reúnes con él en el tejado. Pele, ¿te preocupas venir al tejado porque quería hablar contigo? ¿El viento que hace hoy? Pele, eres muy importante para mí. Deberías tener la última palabra en algo así. Pele, ¿qué piensas de Nekomata? No me digas que... Espera, no me malinterpretas. No traje a Nekomata a trabajar sin permiso de las liebres astutas porque quiera traer la buena suerte. No soy esa clase de persona. Déjame darte último argumento. Fue su idea. ¿Qué quieres decir? Hoy Nekomata nos contactó para saber si necesitamos ayuda en el negocio y también mencionó lo delicada que es la situación financiera de las liebres astutas. Se refiere a sí misma como una trabajadora honesta, inteligente, ágil y amable. Probablemente quiere trabajar a tiempo parcial en nuestro videoclub para pagar la deuda de las liebres astutas. Suena razonable. Acabo de recibir demasiadas cintas de video nuevas que no he tenido tiempo de ordenar. Si viene Nekomata puede ayudar a clasificarlas. Dice que es veloz, trabajadora, generosa y amable. Esos son precisamente los requisitos necesarios para trabajar aquí. Deberíamos aceptar su propuesta. Voy a sacar la cinta de video que necesita clasificar. Un rato después Nekomata llega al videoclub.
I'm here, guys. I'm ready to go.
Hello, Nekomata. Seeing as you're ready, let's not waste any time. I'll go over how we sort our videotapes, and you can get to work.
Huh? Work? Hang on a minute. Didn't you agree on a commission to take me and a client into a hollow?
Así que eso te refieres con lo de hacer negocios juntos.
Oh, so when you said doing business together, you actually meant down in a hollow.
Of course I was talking about down in the hollows. You don't really think Nicole wants me to pay off our debt by working here, do you? It might look like she has a bank account where a conscience should be. But Nicole has been pretty good to me.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. But seeing as we're going down into a hollow, shouldn't the rest of the cunning hairs be here too?
I came up with this commission myself. I'm not sure how to put this. Before, I got everybody into a real pickle with vision, but Nicole still asked me to stay. Now that the cunning hairs are in the red, I think it's time for me to see what I can do!
Hustling side gigs to make ends meet while the boss can't afford to pay out wages. How admirable.
Well, ever heard of a fortune cat? And once I get back from this gig with my pay, I'm gonna make the old poker face say, Nekomata, you really are the very model of a cunning hair.
Parece que eres muy competitiva.
Wow, you take this so seriously.
I mean, the cunning hairs is pretty much a work environment, and I'm a professional. So just because I've made up with her doesn't mean I don't care about keeping up standards. Besides, even street gangs have performance metrics these days. How about it, Faithin? I've got a lucrative commission set up. You want in?
Give me the details on this commission first.
No problem. Here's the situation. There's this company that lost a bunch of etheric resources down in a hollow. They're recruiting skilled agents and proxies to do some field surveys down there, in the hopes of one day retrieving it all.
Sounds easy enough. But field surveys aren't usually a terribly lucrative commission.
Relax. This is just the first step. Think about it. The company needed to find help on Internet just to run some field surveys. When it comes to the official recovery later on, they'll definitely be looking for more.
Ah, I see what you mean. Resource recovery definitely pays well. I expect people will be fighting over who gets that commission. But if we've already worked with them before, then we'll be their first choice.
We sure will. That's Faithin for you, razor-sharp brains. You gotta cast out a long line to catch a big fish. So, you interested in the commission now?
¿Y la recompensa?
So, what about our payment?
Split it, 50-50. How about it? Pretty good, huh? I'll go confirm the place and time with the client, and then we can get straight to it.
Por fin el ratón persigue el gato. ¿Cómo? Nivel 38.
Master, this time I am a limited edition version of Fairy Cat, at your service. Please follow the guide to the end of the route we're surveying inside the hollow. Fairy Cat suggests you find the guide first. Meow.
Your virtual assistant is getting on my nerves. That guy is our guide, right?
Hi, you're Nekomata, right? Allow me to, introduce myself. I'm Ollie, and I'm in charge of this operation.
Operation? This is just a field survey. Is it like a trend for companies to use fancy names?
I mean, this time at least I'm your client. Yes, client and guide. Speaking of which, our proxy isn't here yet?
We're both right here?
Miss Nekomata, please don't kid around. It's just you and me here. No others?
He doesn't seem to realize this bamboo right under his nose is a proxy.
Hola, soy la proxy.
Hey, Ollie. I'm actually your proxy.
Ah! Who's there?
Meow! My ears! Sorry I wasn't clear before, Ollie. But please, keep Siren's hearing in mind. So, as you can see, this talking bamboo is our proxy.
Oh, is that so? My bad. Whew, well, that was embarrassing, letting you see that side of me. But I promise I'm still a reliable guy. Please, lean on me. Just as much as I'm leaning on this stalagmite right now.
Cristal.
See, chatting and laughing so freely like this, while being so close to an ether crystal, whew, that's more than enough to demonstrate my aptitude for it. Did the crystal just move? Oh, don't tell me!
Oh, it's one of those inactive sleeping at the...
An ethereal!
Hey, calm down! I said it's just an inactive ethereal.
La hemos perdida.
Oh no. Looks like he's totally panicking.
Well, let's take care of the ethereal first and talk after. Let's get rid of these ethereals first.
Oye, ¿qué? Oye, ¿qué? Nada mala, Nekomata.
Copy that.
At last, we're safe. Miss Nekomata, I was blown away by your heroism just then.
I'm glad to hear it, but in the future, could you please not wander aimlessly around the battlefield so much? I don't want you to get hurt. When I read the notes for this job, I assumed you'd be a little more... composed. I didn't expect companies would have such different requirements for holo surveyors.
Diversity is it's highly valued by the company. Fine. I'm really not the best at dealing with ethereals. But I've got a few tricks up my sleeve when it comes to recovering etheric resources.
Really? And I guess I'll trust you. Well, since you mentioned etheric resource recovery, there's no sense hiding it. What we really want is to help support your resource recovery business in the future. So, if everything goes smoothly today, could you have a word with your boss and help us get in on the follow-up commission?
Oh, yeah, of course. No problem, just leave it up to me.
We're counting on you, yeah? Tell you the truth, I've been planning on switching careers recently. Working for a big fancy company like yours ought to pay better than hustling on internet for myself, right?
Sure does.
Can you tell us how much of a cut you take for recovering etheric resources like this?
Oh, yeah, my cut. It's...
How silly of me, Mia. You work for a company, so you must get a fixed salary plus bonuses. But I guess that's confidential.
Yes, I have to keep that a secret. That is very considerate of you, Miss Nekomata. I won't disclose exactly how much it is then.
Cool. Let's not talk about salaries right now then. Shall we get started with surveying the route?
Oh, okay. Just let me look up the exact details here.
Hey, Ethan. What do you think of this Ollie guy?
Así que todo lo que has dicho ha sido con intención.
I was thinking, you get on so great with the cunning hairs. Why would you suddenly want to switch careers? But I get it. You said all that on purpose.
I feel like he's a little weird. He talked about working with this company, but his story's full of holes. It's obvious he's not familiar with them. What do you think, Broxy?
Creo que su identidad es falsa.
He seems like a fake. Maybe he's just a punk who got a tip-off and is trying to hustle some money from down in a hollow.
I thought so too. Working with you sure saves a lot of hassle. But I'm confused about why he's still forcing himself to come in here when he's obviously terrified. There must be something going on behind the scenes. Maybe there's a big score waiting to be revealed. In any case, let's finish up this commission with him, then find a way to figure out what's really going on.
No.
I've confirmed the surveyed route. Please stick together.
Mr. Ollie, about your company.
Oh, wait a minute, what's that noise? Would you go check ahead?
Master, Ollie refuses to proceed due to an unusual acoustic occurrence.
En un rincón de un edificio abandonado te encuentras con un reloj con alarma que todavía está funcionando. No es que esté nervioso, es que este sonido me recuerda a una sirena de emergencia. ¿Estará acostumbrado para escuchar esas alarmas? Oye, parece tener algo que decir, pero se limita a balbucear. Nuestras instalaciones son viejas, nos pasa de todo. Incendios, cortocircuitos, fugas.
Phew. Oh, luckily that's not an enemy. We should get out of here. Oh, over there!
Talking about work, Mr. Ollie, what do you...
Oh, what's that? Oh, there's something wobbling around! Straight ahead! Can you go check?
Master, there is an unknown object moving around in the ruins ahead. Ollie is scared stiff and unable to continue. Please head there and investigate.
Entro en las ruinas, pero solo encuentro una bata arrugada. Si yo me presentara con el uniforme tan arrugado, me caería una buena regañina. ¿Es que tu empresa hay que ir con uniforme? Ah, no, quería decir traje. Mira, ¿qué hay en el bolsillo? Es todo tuyo, Nekomata. Nekomata no esperaba que le ofrecieras el cupón de descuento, por lo que deja de prestar atención a las incoherencias de la historia de Ollie.
Can't wait to go shopping after getting my pay.
There is some writing on the wall ahead. Ollie believes this may be a useful marker. Proceed forward to check it out.
Felicidades, han llegado al lugar en que yo estuve. Que todos los días tengan la mejor de la suerte. Entonces suena la grabación de una persona con demasiada confianza en su habilidad para cantar. Supone que esta es una bendición. Nekomata maravillosamente te eligió a ti. ¿Oh, qué? No le alcanza. Ah, ya.
Ethereals are way too scary. We should get out of here. Over there! Let me handle that locked door ahead. I forgot to bring the key card.
Seems like we can open the door with that button.
Can you... Can you please go take a look?
Oye, Nekomata ya va a morir ya. Es que me doy cuenta.
The door's open. We should go this way now. Yeah. It should be safe around here. Oh, why are ethereals here all of a sudden? Take care of them, I'm begging you.
Roger! Yep! Execute! Time to sharpen my claws! I want a bonus for this!
O puede ser la suplente de Vile, ¿ah? Nekomata.
Fire's ethereals have all been taken care of.
Home stretch. Whew. Can I walk behind you too?
Just follow me.
Oh, the survey route finishes right up there.
How can there be so many?
Voy a curar.
They may be small, but I've got a weird feeling about this.
Ah! There! That's a big one!
Oh, is it really that scary? I'll get rid of them.
Sí, continuar.
Move it right here! Over here!
Ok.
You can't escape! Ready! Bye-bye, suckers! Boom! That'll teach ya! You asked for it! Supporting fire! See? Ignite! See? Warning!
Phew, that's great. That's a wrap for the commission, thanks to the both of you. Couldn't have gotten it all done today without you. As for your payment, once we exit the hollow, I'll have funds transferred to Miss Nekomata's Internet account. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be putting in a good word for you two back at the company.
Okay, we're counting on you, Mia.
Now that our business is done and dusted, shall we head out of the hollow now?
No problem. Me and the proxy will find the fastest and safest route out of the hollow. This is how a proxy makes a living, so we can't let you listen in. Sorry about that.
I understand. I'll just stand over there and turn my back to you. You can trust me.
Darn it. I was so busy and flustered the whole time I never got around to asking this guy about his true purpose and identity. We don't have time. We have to leave the hollow soon and then everyone will go their separate ways.
Pensemos en algo.
Don't worry, Nekomata. We'll figure something out. Back when you were with the gang, did you ever come across anything like this?
Back when I was in the gang? Proxy. Speaking of street gangs, that reminds me. It's time to use my secret ability. Watch this.
Nekomata se acerca rápidamente a Olie sin que se dé cuenta y regresa con la misma velocidad.
Got it. Now let me see what this so-called guide Ollie has on him. Huh? Wait, these are handcuffs?
¿Qué hace un civil con algo así?
Huh? Handcuffs? What's a civilian doing with these?
Hold up, Belle. Fairy just detected a string of numbers on the handcuffs that match the same format used by public security.
What? These handcuffs belong to a public security officer?
Miss Nekomata, Proxy, how's your chat going? I think I can hear some ethereals nearby. Ah, what are my handcuffs doing over? I mean, they're not my not handcuff. Oh,
tell us the truth, Ollie. Why do you have public security handcuffs on you?
It's that I found those handcuffs.
Oh, so you just found them somewhere. Well then, that's completely fine, yeah?
Oof.
De repente Nekomata le asesta una patada en la rodilla a Ollie y luego...
Well now, Ollie. I took you for a rookie thief judging by the way you cowered like a chicken in the hollow. I never thought you'd steal something from a public security officer. I thought I could get a nice score from your commission. But seems we ought to be grateful you haven't landed us in even more trouble. And these handcuffs that you just found? What kind of incompetent officer would lose their own equipment? Any cop who lets you take their cuffs off them must be a real weakling.
Please don't insult public security officers. A public security officer has to grit his teeth and endure arduous training. They have to stay up all night studying for exams, has to struggle to pass the strictest of screening. Only then can he become an officer.
Why are you getting all virtuous all of a sudden? Hold up, don't interrupt me. We want the truth, and get on with it. Who are you really, and why did you post a fake commission through a fake company?
It's... I can't tell you.
Can't tell us? Are you still not grasping the situation? Let me see. Since you're not cooperating, I guess I'll just have to throw you to the ethereals in here. Oh boy, we killed so many of their friends today. I bet they're gonna be real happy to see you. Right? How about now? Ready to talk?
I won't tell. Even if you feed me to the ethereals, I won't.
What is up with this guy? He's scared out of his wits, but he still won't talk.
Hold on, Nekomata. I've just matched the serial number from these handcuffs to an officer. Ollie, male. Team 4, Criminal Investigations Division at Janus 12th Precinct. That's who this guy is.
Huh? No, wait. This guy is actually a public security officer?
Vamos a completar el encargo. No mucho después, en una calle tranquila fuera de la cavidad.
Alright, we've made it out. Well, officer. You said you wouldn't hold us liable before, so let's say our goodbyes right here then.
Please, wait. Miss Nekomata, before you leave, can you reassure me that you're both good people, and that you will not tell anyone anything about meeting me today? My mission today was top secret. I need to make sure no one harboring ulterior motives learns this information.
Okay, don't worry. If we had any ulterior motives, we would have snuck off and left you with the ethereals. Way back when we first realized you weren't who you claimed to be.
Oh, I see. Of course. That makes sense. Wait, you knew I wasn't with the company all along?
Te delataste nada más abrir la boca.
Actually, you gave yourself away as soon as you opened your mouth.
Honestly, how could your boss or your coworkers let you go alone on a mission like this?
Because this operation was at my personal request. I've been a public security officer for years now, but I still can't get over my phobia of ethereals. I've screwed up a few operations, and these days, I always get benched. There's been this really tough case, and we're short of leads. I thought maybe we could use Internet to lure in our culprit with some crime-related info. If the plan worked, I'd be able to take credit for it, even if I wasn't involved with the operation later on. If I was lucky, I might even have gotten a certificate.
No sabía que fueras tan ambicioso.
I didn't expect someone like you would be so motivated.
That's my boss on the phone. 1 second. Hello? Boss, it's Ollie.
Where are you? Did you post to Internet pretending to be a company going into a hollow?
It wasn't on purpose. Please don't fire me.
Fire you? Why would I fire you? You did great. If we can crack this case, you'll take first merit for it and land a handsome bonus. Get back to the precinct and get yourself ready for the next operation.
My boss praised me. All these years, my boss has finally praised me! Did you hear that? Not only do I get to keep going out with them on operations, but I might even get a bonus!
Oh, congratulations.
What am I gonna do?
You were just so happy. Why the long face?
Going on future operations with them means I definitely have to go back into a hollow again. And I'll mess things up as soon as we run into any ethereals.
You'll just have to work it out for yourself. Proxy, let's go!
Wait a sec! Miss Nekomata, Proxy, this may be a bit forward, but would you please consider becoming case consultants for public security and helping me to complete the mission?
Huh?
You know the truth about my internaut commission. Making you case consultants feels much safer than just relying on a verbal promise. And what's more, based on our previous adventure, when it comes to hollows, I can tell your abilities are far superior to mine. With your support, all those things I couldn't do before, they don't have to be pipe dreams any longer. This time, I really just might get a bonus.
Then if we say no, what are you gonna do?
If you really won't say yes, then I can only bid farewell to my Medal of Honor with tears in my eyes. And ask you once again to keep this confidential.
Yeah? That's it?
Pensé que nos llevaríamos de vuelta a la comisaría.
I thought you were going to take us back to the precinct.
I'd never go back on my word. I swear it on my honor as an officer.
I gotta say, he really is just... Fine, Ollie. I reluctantly agree to this commission of yours, or your request for us to be case consultants, or whatever.
Really?
But on one condition. We charge a high fee. If we help you complete the mission, your entire bonus is ours.
That's fine with me. I'd rather have the prestige over any bonus.
Great. Then let's do it.
Ollie vuelve a la división número 12 con aspecto de haberse quitado un peso de encima. Ah, nivel 12.
Alright then, Proxy. Today's matter is settled. Let's
Se
head back.
trata de criminología, creo.
Why are you looking at me like that?
O
It
criminales.
feels
¿No?
weird.
¿Hablabas en serio?
Nekomata, were you serious about what you said to Ollie?
So what? I agreed to his request. What's so unbelievable about that? Don't worry, I won't lose us any money. I've heard that they pay out pretty decent bonuses. And if he's so willing to give up the whole thing, then why not? And Ollie might seem unreliable, but there were several times today when he surprised me. Perhaps there's more to this guy than meets the eye? Anyway, let's just wait for him to contact us if we're gonna be supporting him. We can talk about his case then.
Aunque presentía que la identidad de Ollie era falsa, no esperaba que en la realidad fuera un oficial de seguridad. Lo que es aún más increíble que Nekomata aceptará ayudarle. Sigo algo preocupada por todo esto. A Ollie como oficial de seguridad le falta algo de agudeza, pero Nekomata es inteligente, así que todo está bajo control. Me alegra que digas eso. Ya que hemos acordado cooperar con Ollie, vamos a mostrar nuestra profesionalidad y cumplimos con el encargo. Tomarse un descanso y dejar la historia. Gatón ladrón, ratón honesto, tos. Nekomata te acaba de enviar un mensaje y quiere reunirse contigo a la entrada de callejón, tal vez tenga algunas actualizaciones sobre el último encargo. El otro Proxy también está aquí. Sí, acabo de llegar. Estamos discutiendo una estrategia. Como puedes ver, la situación está cambiando poco a poco. Qué inesperada, no imaginé que la culpable sería este. Hacer ruido, lanzar señuelos y atraer al enemigo. Es una táctica brillante. Jeje, esa es la voz de la experiencia. He vivido en las calles durante años. De no ser porque la situación era peligrosa, no habría actuado tan rápido, miau. Nekomata nunca decepciona, qué alivio. ¿Está lista, Proxy? Atacaré primero para asegurar la victoria. Yo te apoyo. 1, 2, 3. ¿Me perdí algo? ¿Qué pasó? Durante 2 días seguidos, cuando pedía fideos, el cerdo asado desaparecía de mi taza. Me encontré con Nekomata hace un rato y me ayudó a investigar. Al final descubrimos que el culpable era ese gato. Vamos a atacar su vientre como compensación por robarme el cerdo 2 días seguidos. Pensé que estaban hablando de un encargo. Ay, casi me olvido. Vine a informarles sobre el encargo. Volvamos a la tienda para hablar de los detalles. Me estás matando de cansancio estar aquí de pie, miau. Tras acariciarle la barriga, regresan al videoclub y Nekomata relata la reunión con Oli.
These gangsters have been looting lost ether resources all over the hollows for quite some time. Their methods are cruel, and they've amassed a substantial fortune. No precinct in any jurisdiction has been able to pin them down because they roam around, so the case remains unsolved. So here's what I'm thinking. First of all, we put out the word on Internet that there's a large commission to recover ether resources. The commission which you and the proxy got involved with last time. Then, we use ether resources from our evidence room as bait and set a trap by placing them in the hollow. Finally, we wait for the gangsters to take the bait and then apprehend them all inside the hollow.
Sounds pretty solid. Then what?
Okay, well, then we officially adopt this as our battle plan.
Oh, well done then. It seems like you have a real talent for organizing plans.
It's just 11th Precinct also wants in, and I've been promoted to head up the joint operation.
Why did you say just? You're starting to make me nervous.
You see, only the 11th Precinct has access to the ether resources and evidence. I'm about to go undercover into the hollow to set up the trap with two strangers from the General Affairs Department who I've never even met before. And my weakness will be exposed the second we run into any ethereals, and they won't exactly help me hide it, and then once my boss hears about it, I'm betting once again I'll...
So what? It's not like I can go meet them in your place. Cry and beg all you want, but I'm not gonna do anything that risky.
Of course. I'd never dream of getting you to do such a thing, Miss Nekomata. As a case consultant, I just need you to take care of any ethereals along the way, so we can safely lay our bait.
Case consultant? Sounds more like a bodyguard.
Oh, not at all. Think of it as being temporary, unofficial personnel for public security. I've already filled in everyone back at the precinct about the case consultant who will be helping out with the operation.
It's really stressful working on an operation alongside this many officers. I kind of regret agreeing to help you.
Oh, please don't say that. This operation really needs you, Miss Nekomata. What if we use remote comms to keep in touch, and you can help me from a little further away? Then you won't have to talk to the other officers.
If that's an option, then I'll consider doing it. By the way, this case consultant thing, is there anything else I need to know about?
As you're effectively temporary unofficial personnel for public security, you'll need to comply with basically the same rules that current officers do. You'll be fine. You just need to memorize this simple 476-page new officer training manual. Is something wrong?
I know what to do, so just leave everything to me.
Mientras tanto, en el videoclub,
And so that's what happened when I met Ollie just now.
no piensas leértelo, ¿verdad?
From what I know about you, Nekomata, you're not gonna read a single page of that manual, right?
Course not. Who'd want to learn how to be a public security officer by reading all that? All I have to do is work with the officers from public security. It's no big deal. I'll just brush up on a few things beforehand. There's still some time before Ollie's mission, so I'll go study nearby and give you a buzz when it's time to go.
She's gone. She said she was going to study nearby. I don't exactly know how, though. Belle, why don't you go check on her? After all, you'll be going into the hollow together, so it's best we know what's going on.
Ve al barrio número 6 en busca de Nekomata, que no está acá. Miau, pro, si eres tú, no seas tan sigilosa la próxima vez. Qué susto. ¿Qué estás haciendo aquí? Ya le dije que si iba a trabajar como oficial de seguridad, tenía que estudiar un poco. Mira, ahí hay dos oficiales de seguridad hablando. Estaba pensando en estudiar su forma de hablar entre ellos. No me opongo a que observes conmigo, pero deberíamos ser más discretas y no mirarlo tan descaradamente. Finge que estás esperando a alguien junto a Nekomata mientras escuchan a escondida la conversación de los dos oficiales de seguridad. Soy Winner del equipo número 2 de la unidad de investigación criminal de la comisaría número 11. He oído que había un nuevo descubrimiento en el caso, Medianoche, en el que están trabajando. Soy Derman de la comisaría número 12 de la unidad de control vial. Aquí está la lista de nombres de los involucrados en el accidente de tráfico. Se sospecha que uno de los conductores que ahora está en coma tiene alguna relación con medianoche. Aquí tiene. Gracias, y no hay necesidad de tanta formalidad. Aunque soy la responsable del caso, no habríamos progresado tanto en tan poco tiempo sin la ayuda de todos. Señorita Winner, es usted tan amable y simpática. No es para tanto, la comisaría número 11 y 12 son como hermanas. Siempre podemos ayudarnos mutuamente, gracias por todo. Llevaré la información de vuelta al oficial para revisarla. Mientras tanto, por favor, vigile el conductor que está en el coma. Así que así es como se comunican los oficiales de seguridad. Bien, no hay nada que ver aquí. Iré a mirar en otros lugares. Nekomata y los dos oficiales de seguridad se marchan. Ah, estás aquí. ¿Qué haces aquí? Abra más bajo, mira eso. Los dos que están hablando, aunque no llevan uniforme, definitivamente son oficiales de seguridad. Puedes confiar en mi instinto felino. Escucha la conversación entre los dos oficiales de seguridad junto a Nekomata. Hey, Arno, ¿te has enterado? Wade del equipo número 2 de la unidad de investigación criminal ha sido trasladado a la jurisdicción de al lado, y a la comisaría número 11. Va a estar muy ocupado. La tasa de criminalidad en su zona es mucho más alta que la nuestra. Sí, pero también cierra mucho más casos que nosotros. Se les da de lujo su trabajo. Y eso es cierto, aunque todos somos la misma generación, tal vez en unos años puede ascender a la oficina general del distrito de Llano. Yo, sin embargo, estaré aquí toda la vida. Oye, pero tu equipo ha resuelto un caso muy importante en este último mes, ¿no? Solo fue un arresto conjunto entre distritos. El caso era de la número 8. Ni siquiera tuvimos tiempo de interrogar a los sospechosos después del arresto. Así que al final no tuvimos gran participación en el asunto. Yo pensé que participar en ese caso me ahorraría quebraderos de cabeza en la evaluación de este año. Pero no se me ocurre nada que poner. Ni siquiera llego a los 800 palabras. Bueno, la longitud no es tan importante. Desde que el año pasado alguien de la comisaría número 11 escribió un informe de 10.000 palabras. Por cierto, Gene, ¿no era tu novio la comisaría número 11? Estaba en la unidad de asuntos generales, ¿verdad? Últimamente ya nunca lo veo juntos. O sí, es que ha estado muy ocupada últimamente. Después de todo, la unidad de asuntos generales siempre tiene que ayudar a la unidad de investigación criminal. Y tienen mucho trabajo en la comisaría número 11. Además, los oficiales de seguridad de la unidad de investigación criminal están bajo mucha presión, así que a veces le pagan con la unidad de asuntos generales. Ahora que lo dice, me acuerdo de que cuando ayudamos a la sede central nos trataba como si fuéramos los chicos de los recados. Sí, como me gustaría tener un jefe con buen carácter para variar. Bueno, supongo que la vida del Ministerio de Seguridad Pública es así día a día también. ¿De verdad esto te resulta útil? Por supuesto, cualquiera que haya vivido en las calles sabe que para realmente entender a una persona debes comprender su forma de pensar y vivir. Aunque estos oficiales de seguridad están charlando sobre cosas insignificantes, también revelan mucha información útil. Por ejemplo, debido a la entidad de Oli, estos tipos de la unidad de asuntos generales nos consideran como superiores por estar en la unidad de investigación criminal. Así, si realmente necesitamos hablar con ellos durante la misión, no tenemos por qué estar nerviosos. Tiene sentido. Jeje, mi método de estudio comienza a dar sus frutos. Ya recopilé mucha información útil. Con esto será suficiente para manejar la operación. Me iré a prepararnos y nos vemos en la entrada de la cavidad. Nekomata termina de hablar y se marcha. Obvio, tenemos otra misión de encargo. Patrulla felina.
Ollie, I'm with the proxy at the coordinates you sent.
That's great! So, once I meet with the officers from the 11th precinct, you just need to follow us in parallel from a distance. If anything happens, I'll request your immediate support through comms.
Just when the time comes, be quick about it instead of exercising your lung capacity.
I'll try my best to hold it in. After all, the other officers of the 11th precinct will be with me.
I hear footsteps. Sounds like the other officers have arrived on your end. Good. Let's stay in touch.
Hey, but I haven't seen anyone else here yet.
Master, 2 young humans have been detected near you.
Huh? Hey, Ollie. There are 2 people approaching me over here. What's going on?
That's impossible. I know I sent the correct meetup coordinates to the 11th precinct. I'll pull up the chat history. Oh no! I did send the wrong one! I sent your coordinates instead! What are we gonna do?
I was just about to ask you that!
Get out of there before they see you. They won't be able to keep up with you.
I haven't done anything wrong. Why should I have to run? Besides, what happens to the operation if I leave?
The operation. I'll just go back and confess to my boss about my ethereal phobia. It's fine. At the very worst, they'll just take command of the operation from me. In any case, I'll take full responsibility. I would never create difficulties for you.
No me esperaba que Oli fuera tan valiente.
I never thought Ollie had the guts to do something like that.
Now's not the time for this, Belle. I need to plan out a route, so hurry up and decide.
Don't worry, Proxy. I'll handle this. Looks like I'll have to show off my skills from my old profession. Consider this a free lesson, Ollie. Watch and learn.
The rendezvous point should be close by.
Is that a girl over there? Did we get something wrong?
Hey, are you two from the next precinct over? You're in the right place. Codename Operation Watch and Wait. I'm Ollie from Team 4 Criminal Investigations at the 12th Precinct, and I'm in charge of today's operation.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Delaney from General Affairs at the 11th Precinct, and this is Huggins. We humbly apologize if we caused any offense just now. We'll cooperate in full and carry out all orders to finish the mission.
You don't have to be so formal. We've never met, and it's an undercover sting. So it's completely normal to be guarded about anyone nearby the meeting point. And without 11th Precinct support, we could never carry out this operation. So I should be thanking you.
I didn't think you'd be so young, Officer Ollie, or so easygoing. When I heard the name Ollie, I imagined an old guy in a stained tan suit with heavy bags under his eyes.
Oh, they're talking about me.
This guy has a very specific imagination.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Huggins is just like that. And what were you just saying about being specific?
Oh, what I mean is, everyone's here now, so let's hurry up and be specific in our mission.
Roger. We've already marked out several alternative coordinates, so please come with us.
Oh, we fooled them. We actually fooled them!
Don't relax just yet, Ollie. That was just the beginning. They're gonna have more questions along the way. The real test is only just getting started. Anyway, find somewhere safe nearby to hide and keep an eye on things. If I need info from you, be ready to tell me quickly. Understand?
Right. Understood.
Officer, we've already marked 3 deployment points. This is the first location. This is the second. And this is the final one.
Very well. We'll go investigate as per usual. Hollows are unpredictable. Stay close to me. Watch your step. Avoid the ethereals.
We've reached the deployment point. Setting up the bait now.
Wait. I hear something strange.
How come there are so many ethereals here?
Enemy target discovered. Corrected guidance. Wicked ready. Corrupts the target. Walk back.
Don't move! Feel the ultimate starlight!
Target acquired.
Billy time!
Let's clear him out!
Get out of my way!
Whew, I never expected a bunch of ethereals to jump out of nowhere like that. But they're dealt with.
You sure took them all out quickly, Ollie. I barely had a chance to react.
Yeah, no wonder your average combat scores at the 12th precinct were higher than ours last month. Turns out it's all because of you.
Come on, you're all exaggerating. We're only up on you by 0.2 points. And combat scores are really only for internal use anyway. They're worth nada in the real world. Your precinct's high rate of closing cases? Now that's the real achievement.
Yeah? Didn't I hear you all cracked a whopper of a case a little while back, though?
You're probably thinking of those inter-district raids carried out by the 14th precinct, right? Ah, we can't take any credit for that.
Ah, I see. That's a real shame.
Right? If we don't catch these gangsters and their ether loot, then I don't know what I'm gonna write in my annual report this year.
Wow, even an elite officer like yourself has to worry about writing reports. I feel like you're one of us now.
It's much harder being a desk jockey than catching criminals in the hollows. But the word limit for reports this year has been reduced, thanks to all the spam your precinct put out last time.
That was actually Huggins over here. In his report, he wrote out 20 times. Being a public security officer is the greatest job in the whole world. Becoming a better officer is my core meaning in life.
Delaney, you swore you'd never tell anyone about that. Anyway, it's better than what you wrote. If you can't afford to raise my salary, I hope you raise my pension by 20%.
But that's what I really thought.
You two are sure interesting.
I never expected Miss Nekomata to know so much about our inter-precinct gossip. It's like I didn't even need to come along at all.
Isn't that a good thing? Why you getting all self-pitying?
Huh? Officer Ollie, what's that about pity?
I meant, there's nowhere good to place those ether resources here. And that's a real pity.
Ah, you're right. Let's push on and check out our next option then. We probably shouldn't deploy here. It's too dangerous.
Next, let's go over there.
The space here seems pretty unstable.
No, ¿qué era así? Ah, ya, no importa.
We've reached the deployment point. Setting up the bait now.
Master, a hollow shift has just occurred. You are now in an area affected by spatial distortion.
Great. A hollow shift wasn't part of our plan.
Don't panic, that's normal. I've dealt with it.
Master, we found an old projector. I can play its memory data for you.
De acuerdo con mi evaluación, el contenido de este video está relacionado con la ubicación de la salida. ¿Deseas verlo de nuevo? No es necesario.
I have discovered a note. I suggest picking it up and taking... The note reads, Red is a liar.
It's the exit!
Don't worry, everyone will get their share! You rang? Stay still! Try this!
Ready.
Starlight, shine bright!
No problem! You can't escape!
I thought one of the first two locations would surely be suitable. Lucky we didn't spend too much time on them.
It's so nice to have such an elite on the team. Officer Ollie, you've achieved incredible success at such a young age. Could you tell us which school you graduated from?
Which school?
Oh, right. This is me. Argyle's campus.
Yeah, it was Argyle's campus.
Hey, isn't that the school where tuition is free?
Huggins, watch your mouth! Sorry, Officer Ollie. Huggins didn't mean anything bad about your old school. It's just, you're so skilled, we thought you must be from an elite academy.
So which year did you graduate?
Oh, that's me again. Class of 45.
Class of 45.
Huh? 45? Wasn't that years ago? The graduates from that class must be nearly 40 now, right?
Yeah, but ma'am, you don't even look 30, let alone 40.
This might be difficult, Belle, but now's not the time to go blank. Hurry up and think of something.
Hang on. Officer Ollie, could it be that your real identity is, in fact,
My real identity?
a child prodigy who skipped grades to get into the academy super early for her age?
Huh? You got me! I can't hide anything from you. I was actually an orphan who was taken in. My foster mom was always so kind to me, but she made some bad investments. So our finances were never good.
Ah, I see. So you're the oldest in a family with lots of foster siblings. You lived in a tiny house at the mercy of the elements, your whole family squeezed into but a single bed. As the oldest kid, you'd secretly eat moldy crusts while carving off the good bits of bread to share with a smile for your younger siblings.
Wow, sounds like an old soap opera.
That's why! To keep costs down at home, you chose to enroll at the Argyle's campus, which has lower age limits and free tuition!
Actually, you pretty much nailed it.
But lots of company-affiliated schools have free enrollment too.
Why'd you decide to become a public security officer?
Well, before I went into foster care, I wasn't a good kid. This one time, I overestimated my abilities against a really bad person, and nearly ended up losing my life for nothing. But even with all that, someone still stood up for me. Protected me, and accepted me. It might have been unintentional, but for me it was like coming home to a dream home. So if I could, I also wanted to protect something with my own hands. To pay it forward.
I understand. You chose to become a public security officer to protect others. No wonder you're in charge of this operation at such a young age. Your morals are beyond reproach. I only became an officer to show off to the ladies. I'm just a piece of dirt compared to you.
After hearing about your past, I realize I really don't have any dreams of my own. I only took this job for its pension perks.
Don't be like that. I think it's good to have dreams based in reality. Besides, our reasoning for joining the Force might be different. But aren't we all fighting to protect this city, day in, day out?
Wow, Officer Ollie, you're so kind. As a fellow public security officer, I'm filled with pride. I'll have to redouble my efforts to be deserving of such words.
Sorry, ma'am. Huggins gets emotional easily. Don't mind him. Let's push on and check out the next location.
This area is prone to spatial displacement. Not a good spot. Let's head to another deployment point.
O me falta uno más.
Master, I haven't detected any anomalies here. This location is suitable to place bait.
El último punto alternativo cumple con las condiciones requeridas. Podemos comenzar a colocar la trampa, a colocar el señuelo. Transporta la suministro y coloca el señuelo en el área junto a los dos oficiales de seguridad. Ojalá Ollie pudiera ayudar para trabajos físicos como este. Ha sido un éxito. Con esto hemos terminado. No.
Reporting in, Officer Ollie. Our ether resource trap has been set.
Great work. So it's done. I didn't think talking with those two would be so tiring.
Really? You obviously had no issues with it, Miss Nekomata. And what's more, the thing you said just now about using your hands to protect something, it was just like the real thing. If I didn't know you were just pretending to be me, I might have been moved to tears just like Huggins.
Wanna know why your acting skills were so bad before, Ollie?
Why?
It's because the key to a good disguise is to never completely make everything a lie. You need real experience, or else they'll see through you. Your words will lack conviction. You have to understand the character you're playing. Adding a hint of real-life experience works best, balancing truth and fiction.
So that's it. No wonder your story was so touching. It's because it's a true story.
Hey, don't just assume other people's experiences. I said add a hint. Anyway, if you hadn't messed up giving up the info, I wouldn't have had to go through all the trouble.
I'm so sorry, truly. Hang on. I think I hear something nearby.
Huh? Ollie, do you copy? What's going on?
Warning. Large numbers of ethereals are converging near the client's location. Hypothesis. This area experiences spatial anomalies that teleport in ethereals from other locations.
What? Now of all times? I'll come up with something. As long as he can hold them off for a few minutes.
What do you mean by come up with something? Officer Ollie, you've seemed a little absent-minded right from the get-go.
That's... You're right. I've actually had something on my mind. The key to this whole watch and wait operation revolves around whether or not these gangsters actually take the ether bait we've laid out for them. That's why I think before we withdraw, we should check nearby for signs of anyone suspicious. To guarantee that nobody notices anything about today's operation. Gangsters can be tricky after all.
Ah, I see. Drawing on such rich experience? No wonder you're leading the operation.
It's just... You've helped me out so much today running around these hollows. And now, I'm asking you to go the extra mile. It feels... bad.
No, really, it's nothing. Guaranteeing safe operations is what public security officers do.
It sure is. I have the greatest respect for you, Officer Ollie, so just give us the order.
Alright, here's what we'll do. We're gonna split into 2 groups and search for signs of anything suspicious nearby. If we find anything, radio the other team.
Yes, ma'am.
Los oficiales del Ministerio de Seguridad Pública aprueban el acto improvisado de Nekomata, pero para estar más seguro es mejor darle algunas instrucciones. Porque no van a echar un vistazo a la izquierda. Tienes razón, es más seguro si vamos juntos. Hagámoslos así, dicen los oficiales en señal de aprobación.
So we'll go that way.
I'm with you.
Proxy, we have to go rescue Ollie. These are definitely Ollie's footprints.
Estaba buscando eso. Sí, continuar.
There's so many ethereals teleporting here. This doesn't look great. I hope you can hang in there. Do you really think some wimpy ethereals can stop me?
Ready.
Ollie must be close. These ethereals are never ending. Watch it. Ollie's up ahead. Ollie! Hey, Ollie! You can stop shaking now. Everything's fine.
Ah, Miss Nekomata! Proxy! You made it! Oh no. If you're here, does that mean the entire operation has failed all because of me?
It hasn't failed. I managed to think up a way to send those 2 off. I'm completely exhausted. You know, you better take responsibility for turning a simple operation into such a mess. If you can't crack the case and get our commission fee, I'll never let you off the hook. You got that? Ollie? Ollie, answer me!
Parece que todavía está en show.
I think Ollie's still in a state of shock.
No, I'm feeling okay now. I just can't stop thinking about something. Has teaming up with you all, or rather my idea of receiving a commendation, been unrealistic from the start? Watching how you handled things over the course of the operation today left me thinking. You can easily deal with anything that gets thrown at you, but I've only caused you trouble. I got the meeting place wrong, I can't even protect myself from ethereals, and I can't even provide you with the right intel when you need it.
Hey, Ollie! That's enough grumbling for now, okay? Nobody can easily handle every single thing that gets thrown at them. Didn't I tell you before? I almost ended up losing my life for nothing thanks to one bad guy. I wasn't lying about that. So there's actually lots of things I can't do. There are traces of ethereals all around you, Ollie. You must have wiped them out in a panic, right?
Really? I didn't even notice.
Ollie, you were the one who came up with using Internet against these gangsters. You were the one leading this operation, and you were the one who took down these ethereals just now. Who kept yourself alive until we got here. Don't you get it? You're nowhere near as bad as you think. Stop being so hard on yourself, and turn your personal experience and your personality into your very own secret weapon. Huh? It's a message from those other officers. Yes, this is Ollie. What's going on?
Ma'am, your intuition and foresight are truly remarkable.
Huh?
Ma'am, not long after we split up, we spotted this sneaky figure around the setup point, so we apprehended him immediately. This kid was dressed up like a gangster. He might have something to do with the gang we're looking for.
Where are you right now? We'll head to you immediately, and we can go to the 12th precinct together.
What? Go into the precinct together? Delaney? Huggins? Wait a sec. I'm really far away from you right now. Why don't you take him back to the 11th precinct?
That, it wouldn't be proper.
It's totally fine. You two apprehended the suspect, so the credit's all yours. You should take him back to the 11th precinct for interrogation. Go on now, quickly! I've just taken on another assignment. I'll be watching closely as to how your interrogation goes. Good luck!
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Great work.
That's weird. They only mentioned it offhand. They never thought they'd actually catch a criminal. If you go back with them to their precinct, Ollie, it'll blow our cover. So we have to give them credit for this arrest. But I'm a little anxious about the outcome of the interrogation. So, dust yourself off and hurry back to your precinct. Contact me the moment you hear anything.
Okay, you got it.
Completado. Después de abandonar la cavidad, Ollie se apresura a volver a la comisaría número 12.
Proxy, Ollie's already headed off. Let's call it a day as well. I'm so tired. Forgive me for not taking EOS back.
Nekomata, eres una gran maestra.
I never expected you to be such a good teacher, Nekomata.
Hey, come on. What are you saying? Even my ears are blushing. I mean, we've put in a lot of work today. If we leave them now, we'd be throwing away our investment. How can I put this? Whenever I used to see a public security officer, I would just avoid them. But after working with these two, I realized they're just a bunch of average Joes. You've also been running around all day, Proxy. Thanks. I bet we'll be getting a message from Ollie sometime soon. Let's get some rest for now. I'll contact you if I hear anything.
Por fin hemos completado la operación. Pensé que nos iba a descubrir. ¿Y cómo íbamos a saber que la operación se volvería tan peligrosa? Aunque sabía que Nekomata es inteligente, la había subestimado hasta ahora. En todo caso es genial que Nekomata se uniera a las liebres astutas y ahora sea un aliado en lugar de un rival. Ah, por cierto, ¿qué piensas tú del tipo que arrestaron los de la comisaría número 11? Fue una gran coincidencia, ¿no? Sí, también pienso que el momento en que apareció este tipo fue demasiado oportuno. Tal vez podemos seguirle la pista hasta la pandilla que el Ministerio de Seguridad Pública quiere atrapar. De todos modos, ahora lo que podemos esperar es que Ollie nos cuente lo ocurrido durante el interrogatorio. Tomarse un descanso. El próximo capítulo creo que vamos a completar el último encargo. No sé si seguir más encargos de agente o jugar los encargos que falta. Pero nos vemos. Bye bye.